What is going on, guys? Lazy Mail 135 and Heated Barrels, and today I have a cool little shop redstone thing that I made and I want to show you guys. It's going to be for one of the things that I want to get started on working on, I think, or like one of the maps or whatever you want to call it. So here, it's actually, I think it's a pretty cool little like system I have set up here. So right now this is selected to be a redstone repeater. I could push this button to change the item and it will move over, and now it's a piece of redstone, and I could push it again and it will go to a redstone torch. So the way this works is whatever item is selected in the glass like this, if I push this select button I will get whatever it's selected. So I got a repeater. If I push this, a red piece of redstone will come up. I'll push it, and oh, I just picked up that piece of redstone. And if I push this again, and a redstone torch comes up, I push it, and you can see it got dispensed. So the way it works is it's with a piston tape. Some things I got off of YouTube, some things I developed my own system. The idea of it, like the idea of that, like selecting which one it is mine. Or I didn't find that one on YouTube. And actually, let's get rid of some of these guys because they're in the way. By the way, this is actually, if you're in creative mode and there's mobs all over the place, using the splash potions really help getting rid of them, because they do a lot of damage. It's quick, and you don't need to try going around punching them and messing up what you build. Splash potion doesn't break the ground, it just breaks the enemies. So I got this little contraption here off of YouTube. The way it works is just when I flip or push the button, this block goes over this torch, which sends a charge to here, and pushes this block over this torch, and then pushes this piston, and then the block goes here, and so on. I mean, I'm sure I could just I'll just do that really quick actually. You can just see it's gonna just go around like that. There you go. And when it does that, each one of these outputs lead up to one of these pistons. Here's another one up here, another one's right there, and the last one's here. And it just does a loop in circles. All of like where you see like this black wool come down here, it goes inside and comes on the outside here and back up. That's the piston tape. Here is a better, this actually was my first design of it, and you could see if you just like follow the glass block here, or even the one down here, you could just see that it's just going to move one block. Or on the sides it's not going to, but it just moves once. On the top you can see it just moves once. And this is my original design, and I tried building it over here, but I realized, oh hello, that one, the one I just showed you, I didn't find on YouTube. That was my own, like, just trial and error. But I realized the one with this one is you could see the pistons, and I kind of really didn't like that at all. And then there's also this part where it goes black, and I don't know. I originally was gonna make it 4 wide, but I was having some troubles with it. Also, the way that this one works over here is that it's all based on where the glass is up top, and it does not correspond to the one on the bottom. So if right now the glass is here, that does not mean that the far left one's gonna be selected. It's actually the middle one. It's just the way the glass lined up. It's, I don't know why, it's just the way it is. So like right now, repeater selected. If I push this, the far right one, which is the torch, is selected. If I just fly up and go straight, the torch is right here. Which actually the glass happened to line up on this one, but wherever the glass is on the top here is the one that's going to get dispensed. Now I just inverted the signal, and so now it's actually on instead of off. And then the select button, it actually just, this is something I actually fixed in this update. If you could actually stack the glass or the glowstone, and it will actually go straight through it. So if I just push it, you can see the currents going up it, even though they're transparent blocks, but you can put redstone on it. Doesn't look like they're connecting, but they actually are. So these went down, and the current only went through this one because it's the only one that's on. And yeah, that's the way that one worked. And the issue I had with my original design over there is since there's a gap in here. You can see like this is where the bottom of the tape is. There's this gap, and then the top of the tape. Over here, there is no gap. It's just this is the bottom, this is the top. So there was no room for me to get an output out of whatever one you selected, and yeah, I mean, this is kind of a little complicated to figure out as to what's going on, but if you're building it, it's quite simple. You could just copy this thing right here. That's all it is. Let's maybe get a wider view of it. But there you go. You can just copy that and just follow the outputs. This one comes up to the top one here. This one's output right here comes around to this bottom one. This output, this one from here just goes down to this bottom one, and then this output here just goes up to the other top one over here. And it just goes in a circle. Each push of the button will just push this piston out, which connects the currents, and then it just does one loop around until it comes back here. And yeah, I mean, you could put a lever on here and it'll go like super rapid fire, but it'll cause your system to lag. Although I guess not if you're first player, but you could see that it's just going around in circles. Make sure though that you have it on 4 ticks delay, otherwise it's going to be like super fast, and even I think it lags the first player a lot even. Yeah, you can see it's like rapid going in circles. So that was just too much. Anybody that isn't first player is just going to lag a lot, so just don't do that. Just keep it on the 4 ticks delay and you should be fine, and as long as you don't have a lever, just push the button once. And then all that's going on here is I just have these currents always on, and it just feeds through these blocks, and I just have a redstone tower just inverting it up. So you just got to make it so that whichever one the glass is supposed to be over should actually be on, and then the other two should be off. And that's the way that works. So yeah, and then since, like I said, the glass doesn't line up like right underneath of it, although this one happened to do that, I had to do some messy wiring up here. Like the middle one comes down over here, which is the redstone repeaters, and these two came over to the sides. So I don't know, it's just the way I set it up, it made it kind of messy. But yeah, no, it all works, and I kind of really like the way this was set up. And yeah, I mean, I know, I guess in a way this is almost a little bit pointless, but you really could add like a payment system, which instead of this button, just make them say to pay something, and they could, just a cool little adventure map type of thing, I guess. You could change your item, just a little cool design to it, in case any of you guys are building that. And up here, this is actually, let me sleep real quick. This was actually in my adventure, or not my adventure map, in my Let's Play, the first episode I did, to whoever watched that, I mentioned that I wanted to work on something that had to deal with the item stacking, like how I put this down. You can see if I throw it, they like stack on top of one another. You can see they go into one another. And you could see, like right now I have redstone and stone in here, and then in this dispenser, all I have is this piece of redstone. And I'm just going to push this button, and it's just going to either shoot the redstone or the stone out. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the stone out of there for now. I'm going to push this button. It's going to go down, and it's going to group up with that redstone, and this block is not going to go off. So I'll do that again. I'll shoot it. You can see that's not going to turn on. And let me just go collect these. Over here maybe. Yes, no, yes, somewhere. Hello. Oh god, I screwed everything up. Alright. I think I was supposed to put a sign somewhere there. Let's just fix this really quick just so I don't forget. Right here, there we go. So, it's supposed to be glass. So yeah, when this fires off, it lands on this dispenser, or this pressure plate, which turns on this dispenser, which dispenses the redstone, and then the redstone falls down through that pressure plate and it comes down over here, and there's actually water, but you can't see it because of the ice. And when this dispenser goes off, if there'll be redstone right on that piece of ice, and the two redstone will group up. I'll try to show you in time. The redstones group up, and the piece of redstone that fired from up here does not go through that pressure plate. So now if I put a piece of stone in here, fire that, you'll see, oh wait a second, there we go. I have to, oh wait, no, that worked. So yeah, if I just put stone in here, you'll see that this light is going to light up because does not have the same ID as a redstone, so it's just going to slide right past the redstone and just fall through the pressure plate there, which is how I want to set up my shop system. This is a way that I can make it so it will detect items. Basically, if it goes to the first one but not the second one, then it knows it was redstone. But if it, I mean, this is like fully expandable. I can make this redstone right here from this one pressure plate connected up to another dispenser that had stone in it. So if it hit the stone, then it knew that the stone was also in the system. But if it slid right past that one, hit like the final pressure plate, it knows that you used like a fake payment and it wasn't either one of those ones that were accepting the currency. So I just want to show you guys that one. This is kind of a long video for a tutorial, but that's the way this one worked. So hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions, let me know. And oh god, my voice, what happened there? Anyway, and that is about it, guys. Thanks for watching.